Because he gets all up in his face, like just like right in here. He's like, "You a virgin? Good, because ain't gonna be no fucking tonight."
Alright, let's do this. Hi everybody. Welcome to the Bloody and Sutty Show. I am SuttySmash. This motherfucker right here.
Bloody the Elf, and welcome to episode 51. And I know I'm right because I looked it up real quick. And then added one because the one that we shot last week still isn't live yet. We're not blaming Sutty for this one at all.
But we are.
But I mean, I brought it up.
We're silently judging him.
So that's okay.
And by silently, I mean audibly and on stream.
Mm-hmm. But it's okay.
Do you remember when you were the only one doing these and they came out like
clockwork?
Monday. Yeah.
I do remember that.
Loki. Smart, don't let him eat your hair.
But now I get a life on Sundays, which is really nice.
That is cool. And I get a life. Well, I don't.
When do you get a life?
Yeah.
Please tell me.
It's a fun thing I get to do sometimes. As soon as I'm able to get to it. You know. But we have a good show for you today. We're just gonna kind of go off the cuff because those.
I want you to tell a story.
Oh, what story?
Well, go through what you want to talk about, and then go through the little synopsis.
I don't have a lot. All right, so apparently I'm going to tell a story.
Yes.
We're also going to talk about why Bloody is the way that he is.
Because I didn't get enough attention as a child, and now I'm striving to get it now.
Yeah, probably. Smart, get down from there.
1 hour later.
You want more coffee, sugar? You just go ahead and say it when.
Yes, but yeah, then we're doing a.
Oh, that's gonna be enough.
And then.
Thanks, Claudette. You're my favorite diner server. Can't say waitress anymore. That's.
Can you not?
I can.
Why?
I can what? Waitress? Waitress isn't a thing anymore. They're all servers.
That's a lie.
Because waitress is in waitress. You ever notice that they don't say actress anymore?
It's dumb too.
It's weird. No more stewardesses. They're all flight attendants. Secretaries aren't a thing. They're administrative assistants.
Also dumb.
Okay, is there anything that you had planned for this? Because I want you to tell a story. And I'm going to let you tell as much of it you're comfortable with. I'm not going to include anything.
Oh, I'll tell it all. I'm comfortable with everything. I feel.
I want to hear the story about how you and your lady friend met.
Oh, man. All right. Yeah, I've told the story before, but I'll tell it again. So,
Not on this show, you haven't.
No? Okay.
No.
I thought I did. All
As
right,
the curator and of the show,
that's fair.
I would know.
The historian.
Yes.
The Bloody and Sutty historian.
What do they call those
archivist?
people? Is archivist?
The
Is that a
scribe.
thing? I don't know.
Scribe, fucking. I don't know. There's so many words you could use for that, I guess.
You and Marie have been a thing for how long now?
Almost 6 years.
So it's like kind of like with one goes the other. I
Yeah.
remember it was something funny about the two of you is like you are a large man and you are capable of physical feats that most people aren't, and that's what makes you awesome. So you are great in the sense that if you need help moving, motherfucker gets shit done. I asked you to come help me move, and no, you didn't. I didn't ask you to come move. You informed me you would be helping me move, and I'm like, that's awesome. And when I thought you meant you were coming to help me move, is that you were coming to help me move? Nay.
Oh yeah.
It was the whole fucking family. You and Marie, the baby, everything. It was like, I don't know what the baby's gonna do to help, but she's gonna help. She did, she texted.
Good and worthless at that point too. She was little.
Yeah. This was like this was like a year ago.
Wait, no. Marie was pregnant. When did you move into that place?
A year ago.
Like this month, a year ago?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, then she was pregnant. So it was pregnant Marie and the wee baby Simone.
Yeah. And then here you were. So I'm like, that's awesome. I need help with lifting heavy shit.
I thought it was going to be me, you, and people helping you move. It was me and you.
Yeah.
And then your brother got there and was like,
with the rest of the family.
why am I here? Yeah, with the rest of the family.
And they're like,
why am
okay,
I
let's
here?
do stuff and let's let mom get upset, moving shit around. I think this should go here. We're like, no one fucking cares. Anyway, my point being is that with one comes the other, and it's interesting that it was a funny story how you guys met, but I never really got details outside of the broad stroke story.
So we actually almost didn't meet. We were this close to not meeting at all. So I went on a terrible date, right? And it was a bad date, like a date where I was like, I need to drink more to make this date salvageable or interesting.
Yes.
Like it just wasn't good. And I went to the Armadillo Bar in Phoenix, and that is not a great place to be. And I actually had rented a car because my other car needed work done to it, or I don't remember. Something happened with that car. And I was like, you know what? This is not a good. Normally, if it was my car, I would have just left it there, gotten an Uber, gone. I've done this drive drunk so many times. It's my phone fell, and I needed to charge it, so I grabbed the charger. I was like, oh no. And then I hear whoop whoop. Cop comes, talks to me.
Hold that thought, because I can already tell what my mom's doing right now. Relax. First of all, this is a what not to do kind of story.
So, the inevitable happens. And the guy's like, well, unfortunately, I got to arrest you for, driving under the DUI. I was like, I have to take you down to 7th Avenue, 7th Street Jail. I don't remember which one. And he's like, well, hopefully you can have somebody pick you up because I just drop paperwork off at that place and I feel dirtier when I leave. He's like, I almost didn't answer. And he's like, Sutty, you idiot. So one of those things was to do a go do an alcohol education class. I don't. So I ended up going, and my whole intention was just to keep my head down, shut your fucking mouth, and just get through this thing, right? Just because it was 2 days for 4 hours or something like that.
Sure.
And I go there, and I'm looking around. There's just a bunch of people that look like they have real problems.
Yeah.
Like there was this little Asian college girl that just said, every time I drink, I try to black out. Like try. I was like, oh God. Like, she's like, I don't remember what I do the next day most days. This isn't a big deal. I was like, it is. You're like 21 yesterday. Like, this is not a good precedent to set. And that was another guy who like moved states because he had too many DUIs in other states. I was like,
Oh my God.
yeah, like people with real fucking problems. And
like that class, they actually learned shit in. Like,
Yeah.
wait, what? Start over. Huh?
but I remember seeing
What about my liver? Oh no.
Kurhasis? What's Kurhasis? But I remember seeing Marie the first time, and the first day she kept talking about a boyfriend that she had, and she's the only attractive person in the whole group. And I was like, well, nix that. Talks about her boyfriend and whatnot. And then she ended up flirting with me. Like she started hitting on me.
What'd she do? Let's get specific.
So we went to, there's a little like a Mr. Goodsense, which is like a sandwich place.
Yeah.
Right outside of there. And we all went over there and we're eating and we were just talking and whatnot. Like the group. It was funny, like little cliques forming these little 2-day classes, right? So we're just talking and shit, and she asked a question, and I was looking at her because she asked the whole group a question, and then when she looked at me, she was like, ah. So the next day, I didn't think anything of it, right? I was just like, oh, whatever.
So you were at a DUI class with your future baby mama the other day.
So didn't think anything of it. The next day, she like seeks me out in this crowd of people that we're going to this class with while we're waiting for it to open. And she's like, oh hey, because I was just listening to music trying to kill fucking time. She's like, what are you listening to? I was like, oh, just fucking music. She's like, well, what are you into? So I'm like, here, I did say DUI class, John. Sick. Sick. So she goes through it, and then she starts telling me about stuff that she's into and whatnot. And I remember she was wearing this like long, like form-fitting, like striped dress. I was like, Yeah, I can see straight through that. That's fantastic.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
Mm-hmm. And then she was like, well, hey, I'd like to, like, after it was all over, she's like, hey, I'd like to hang out and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that seems kind of odd. But she had been dating this guy for a while and was planning on splitting with him. And she was like, later, she was like, I just kind of took meeting you as a sign that it was something that I needed to do anyway. So yeah, then we started dating and saw each other a couple times. Our first date was at the Santisi brothers, where we drank a decent amount. And,
Did you have your server blow into your interlock device?
No, because that wasn't installed yet.
So you went to a DUI class, went out, got drunk, and then drove some more. Is that basically what I'm picking up on?
Pretty much.
Okay, I'm with you.
Pretty much how it goes. But yeah, I don't recommend getting a DUI. It is not fun. The little blower thing, the blow to start upgrade. That's what I called it. It's like, I got a blow to start upgrade. Got a blow to start upgrade put in my car. It's pretty exclusive. Those things are a pain in the ass, because it's not just like, oh, you blow to start it and then drive. It's like you blow to start it and then you have to fucking pick it up. It'll beep at you, and then you have to pick it up and blow into it some more. And if you don't, your car alarm will go off while you're driving, and then it shows that you missed it, which means it adds another 6 months onto your sentence of having this thing. It's insane.
Did you have once where doesn't it like false positive from time to time?
Oh yeah, which is the best, let me tell you, because you can't rinse with mouthwash because that's a false positive. Apparently popcorn and soda, also a false positive. Marie and I went on a date. We went to the movies, just saw a movie, didn't get anything, like no drinks, nothing, but just popcorn and soda, and it said I blew like a 0.43.
Like you're dead.
Yeah,
that blood it bleeds real thin. Just
yeah. So, but the thing is, it automatically flags you, and they're like, we can tell from the report that this isn't a real thing, because it went like 0.43, 0.31, 0.22, like as I was in the 5-minute increments that it took me to take this thing. And they're like, but you still have to petition the Arizona DMV to reduce the sentence and have a hearing to get it removed. I'm like, motherfucker. And not only that, like, your car doesn't start. Like when that happens, you just can't start your car. So we had to Uber from the theater to the fucking to the house, and then I had to take a shower, brush the fuck out of my teeth, and I was just
don't use mouthwash.
Fuming. I was just fucking fuming pissed. And then go back there, and then it started, and I was just like, this is such bullshit. But yeah, and other times they don't always work correctly. Like one time I was blowing into it and it wasn't registering, so I had to pull over my car and stop and turn it off, turn it back on, go through all that, and I had to get that thing reinstalled like 3 times because sometimes it didn't work. So yeah, don't get a DUI. It's all. I managed to evade getting the interlock device at least. Yeah, Arizona, it's required. Like if you get a DUI, you have to have an interlock.
Didn't you have to pay to have it too?
Oh yeah, you rent it installed, and then it's like $75 a month to have it. Yeah, it's the best.
What if you can't afford it? Like, what if you don't have a job?
Well, your license is suspended until you can. Huh. You have to complete that in order to get your license reinstated. So it's like, oh, dope.
Fuck it, I'll just Uber everywhere.
Right. Treat this like it's fucking New York. Shadow Fox, welcome in. 2 days in a row. Goddamn right. What the fuck?
Yeah, you're on a roll, dude. Oh, look at this.
Troublemaker, present and accounted
Lolita, thank you for the fucking 500 biddies.
You got 500? I only got 300. This is some bullshit.
She says, wait, why is it always Skizzy? Couldn't it be me?
Troublemaker, present and accounted for. That's her.
Thank you, Lolita, for the 500.
Hey, thanks for giving us $8. How about that? You're fucking sweetheart, and you keep the show going. The show's rolling.
But yeah, so that's the story, and the rest, as they say, is fucking history.
Did you ask her for your phone number, or did she ask for hers? Wait, let me try that sentence again. Did you ask her for her phone number, or did she ask for yours?
She asked for mine. She was the aggressor, which is unique for me.
Oh,
because I was
must have been Shark Week. Just chumming those waters. She was hunting.
But yeah, man, that's how we met. And now here we are, several years later. Boop, boop.
All right, I have a confession to make.
Yes.
I forgot to get a story for this week in Dumb.
It's all right. We can just roll with 2. It's not a big deal.
Cool. This week in Dumb.
Oh.
I'm just dancing to my music over here.
John, thank you so much for the 100 biddies, man. John says, why are we talking about skis so much while I'm here, Lolita? Hello, Bloody. Sutty, can you write a book because everything you have to say is a story? I do have tons of stories.
You ain't got time to write shit, though.
I don't.
Here's what we got to do. He comes in and tells a story every week, then you write that shit down, and then you'll be his ghostwriter. Isn't that a thing? A ghostwriter? And then not to be confused with a ghost rider, who is a flaming skull in a motorcycle jacket that rides a motorcycle.
Oh, you said Ghost Rider. I thought you meant Ghost Rider.
Right. Writer.
Ghost Rider. But Ghost Rider.
Do you think that's where do you think that's where they got the name for the comic book character?
Yeah, because they have so much in common.
I mean, it's where the name came from, I bet. Ghost Rider.
Yeah. I mean, if you put a Venn diagram together.
Yeah, they're like damn near the same circle. One of them writes a story, the other one rides a bike. Like same thing.
I had an ex that was a ghost rider. No shit. She was a gypsy.
Hello, gypsy. Give me your tears.
Oh, fuck. That's awesome.
Did you steal this, gypsy? Did you steal this house?
Oh, Christ. All right. This weekend done. Let's get right in there.
Let's do it, baby. I'm gonna listen to your stories.
Do it for once. Oh, great. Hold on.
Getting my sweat on over here. Just trying to a little blood flow.
We got some calories.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
All right. Oh, wow. Thank you for the Dr. Phil Gets Drunk bits, Lolita. Get in there. God damn.
Just gonna take a walk on outside.
So, in Oklahoma, on February 5th, a bar confiscates a girl's fake ID, so she calls the fucking cops on them. A bar in Oklahoma took an 18-year-old girl's fake ID on Tuesday, and instead of leaving, she called the cops.
That's a bad idea.
The ID was real. She clearly didn't think that through, or really thought her ID was real. When... Thanks, John, for whatever the fuck that was. Or she really thought her ID was real. When officers arrived at the bar, they retrieved the ID, which was Texas license with the name McCamey Queen. They ran it and it came back ineligible. She now faces charges for lying to the police. Good job. Thanks, Oklahoma. And then this one's good too. Let me pull it back up. A guy busted with heroin claims it's a chocolate laxative.
Okay.
Yep. Florida man, because why would it be?
Yeah, it has to be.
Was pulled over on Saturday when the cops found heroin in his car. He came up with a pretty crazy excuse. He claimed that it was really chocolate laxative. Cops weren't buying the laxative store, and he was arrested for drug trafficking and drug possession. Thanks, Florida man. Getting right in there. It would have been hilarious if he's like, look, I'll prove it. Oh. Oof. That would have been rough.
Here you go. Man accused of groping EMT at scene of Bronx fire was actually having a seizure. I'm standing here. All right, here we go. So, man accused of inappropriately touching an EMS worker responding to a Bronx fire will not be charged because the victim was he was the victim of a false narrative and was actually suffering from a seizure, District Attorney Darcel Clark said. On January 28th, EMS Chief Lillian said a young female EMT was flagged down by someone in need of help and at the scene of the fire that morning, something Lillian said is common for EMS workers. She was approached when she approached the woman, 32, was inappropriately grabbed, Lillian said. The man was then apprehended by NYPD. And then it turns out that they have the whole thing on video and the guy was actually having a seizure and the EMT made it up. Way to go. Not all
Good
EMTs
job.
are fucking wonderful people.
Idiots. Your fact giver, thank you for that follow. And do I wipe standing up or sitting down? Sitting down. I'm not a fucking monster.
Did you stop doing the around the back and start going through the front?
No, always around the back, man.
That's fucking crazy.
We've already talked. I have the balls of an 80-year-old man. I don't want to get shit on my balls ever.
Then pull them up. You got two hands. How lazy are you?
Why would I go through that? Smarter, not harder, man. Smarter, not harder.
I can't do it. I get a cramp in my arm if I try and go around the back.
How?
Because you gotta like.
What are you like?
How do you get your hand under your ass?
You lift a cheek. Like
So
you lean.
you get up off the thing a little bit just to pull your hand. I can't do that.
Just
Like,
on one side.
I got too much ass
Just
for
on one
that.
side. Bro, I've got ass for days.
Clearly not.
Cakes.
And you know what? Your milkshake is delicious.
But John, yes, I have played that game. John asked if we played the Florida Man game where you type in your birthday.
Oh, do you want to do it real quick just for this week in Dub?
Yeah, I'm down.
July 2nd.
He also says
Florida Man.
one dirty hand is better than two dirty hands. And his was
How dirty are your guys' balls?
Florida Man charged for attempted murder with katana over a wheelbarrow. All right.
Florida man accused of putting semen in co-worker's water. All right, for you friends at home that don't know how to play the Florida Man game, it's you type in your birthday and then put in Florida Man and just hit enter and search Google for that, and then it'll pop up something that a Florida man did on your birthday, and it'll be awesome.
Florida Man hits dad with pizza because he was mad he helped birth him. I remember I did this before, and another mine was like, Florida Man urinates all over passenger seat in some flight. I don't remember what it was.
Florida man.
Get it?
Hang on. Florida man dressed as a pirate arrested for firing musket at passing cars.
Oh man.
Jesus.
Florida man threatens to kill neighbors with kindness. All right. Oh. So 30-year-old Brian Stewart wasn't referring to a traditional act of love. He meant a machete-style knife he called kindness. Because of course he did.
Florida man sits on gun, shoots himself in penis.
Let's see. Florida man flashes buttocks at IHOP after impersonating a police officer to get free food. Oh man. Good old Florida man. Let's do fucking Rotten Tomatoes game. This one is going to be what we talked about last week. or what we mentioned last week, we're gonna be going over sequels that are better than the original movie.
Oh yeah.
Which they are a dynasty of.
I have questions about the things you were asking me then.
Do you then?
Yes.
Fire away.
I mean, go ahead. Let's just see where this takes us.
No, ask because the ones that I asked you about that you said no to, they're not on the list. So ask away. Go ahead.
You were gonna. What was the sequel to Silence of the Lambs?
The first one?
Yeah. What was the Silence of the Lambs a sequel to?
Manhunter.
Manhunter?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a movie.
Yeah.
What?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Really?
There you go. Yeah. I tried to put uncommon ones in there, and that was one of them.
More you know. I didn't even know that was a movie. Nor did I know that it was a sequel.
Yeah. I
Something
tried
every
to
day.
do. Yeah.
Wow.
So let's go ahead and kick it right off, and feel free to play at home or while you're listening or while you're watching, any of those things. Tally up your scores. So a young FBI cadet must receive the help of an incarcerated and manipulative cannibal killer to help catch another serial killer, a madman who skins his victims, named Buffalo Bill. Directed by Jonathan Demme, starring Jodie Foster and Sir Anthony Hopkins. Talking about 1991's Silence of the Lambs.
This is an exceptionally good film that was like, if you watch it aesthetically, it's extremely dated, but at the same time, it holds up so well. I would be really surprised if this is anything lower than a 90. So I'm gonna go 94.
94?
Yeah.
Not bad, sir. This was actually very well received, and deservedly so, because Jodie Foster and Anthony Hopkins gave phenomenal performances.
Yeah.
Damn near perfect, certified fresh at 96%. So you got 2 on that one.
Thank you too.
Some fun things about this. In preparation for his role, Sir Anthony Hopkins studied files of serial killers. Also, he visited prisons and studied convicted murderers, and was present during some court hearings concerning gruesome murders and serial killings. So he dove deep into the psyche of people's heads to try to get in the mind of his character. One of the inspirations from whom Sir Anthony Hopkins borrowed for his interpretation of Dr. Hannibal Lecter was a friend of his in London who rarely blinked when speaking, which unnerved everyone around him, which is why he doesn't blink a lot. Like, if you look at him speak any time in the film, it's rare that you'll see him blink his eyes. It's just...
I had a guy that enunciated the ends of words really hard, and that was really fucking weird. So if he turns out to be a serial killer, I won't be surprised. I was always really nice to him because I didn't want him to kill me.
That's fair. I knew a guy that blinked really hard. Like, he was the polar opposite. When he blinked, it was very hard. It was like...
My sister does rapid fire, like, submachine gun blinking when she talks. Like this.
Marie does that sometimes. Bam. It's a good start. Good solid start to this game, man. Next up, when the menace known as the Joker wreaks havoc and chaos on the people of Gotham, Batman must accept one of the greatest psychological and physical tests of his ability to fight injustice. Directed by Christopher Nolan, starring Christian Bale, Heath Ledger, Aaron Eckhart, Michael Caine, and that guy from Spawn. Talking about 2008's Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. Woo! Best DC movie ever made?
Yeah, probably.
Can you think of a better one?
No.
I don't think I could either. I don't think they ever will do better than that.
Batman Returns. I had a thing for the Tim Burton Batmans. Like, I like them a lot.
Different. Almost, it's a completely different style of movie, though. You know what I mean?
It is. Yeah, I do.
But holy shit, this one was good. And with Heath Ledger passing, they're gonna get extra points for that. I'm gonna say again, fresh. 96%.
96?
Yeah.
again, really close. If, as a matter of fact, if you had inverted your two scores, you'd beat it sitting at -10 right now. Because this one was, in fact,
94.
94%.
Fucking handsome Shadowfox got it dead on. Good for him, man. Cheating son of a bitch.
But yeah, no, it was received really well. Heath Ledger won a posthumous Oscar for it. Really good. Dude, I love the first Batman too. Like, Michael Keaton was so good, and Kim Basinger, oof, she made me feel things as a little boy. Right? And Heath Ledger playing a villain for a change was real good. Yeah, it was. I remember it. Heath Ledger being cast as Joker got almost as much shit for Michael Keaton getting cast as Batman in the very first Batman
and they were
movie.
both so good at it.
So good. Yep.
That's crazy, right? Everybody, well, to be fair too, who did they announce as Batman and they're like, nailed it? They're all like, bro, that's fucking ridiculous.
No, I think George Clooney was, they were like, okay, that makes sense.
Really? I don't remember that.
Yeah, George Clooney and Val Kilmer both, I think. They were like, all right, because they're cocky rich dudes. They look like cocky rich dudes.
Yeah, and then they did the same thing with Ben Affleck, and they're like, that doesn't make any sense.
And here's the thing, that movie was not great, but I liked Ben Affleck as Batman. Like,
I never saw it.
The dark, fucking brooding, like real ultra-violent Batman. It was good. I liked that.
How many of those was he in? Was he in just Batman vs Superman?
That was it. Oh no, he was also in Justice League. So two.
Is it worth watching to you, in your opinion? Why I like it?
Justice League?
Both.
Or
Superman.
Or Superman. It's okay. Like, so here's the thing, like, the difference between the Marvel and DC films, like, Marvel strategized a lot, and they're like, how do we build this grand, universe with all of our characters in it and whatnot? And then they plan it out in different phases. And the way it felt for like Batman vs Superman is like, let's put everybody in this one. And because like Wonder Woman shows up for no fucking reason in that one, and they hint at Aquaman. It's just, it feels forced, but that's not terrible.
You know what's weird?
They're also,
It's weird that you have to work.
What? What do you mean?
I figured that all that Aquaman money would be enough to hold you over.
Oh. Yeah, hold on, baby. Yeah, hold on.
Come on, friends at home. That was a good one.
That was a good one. I still get that from time to time, like people looking at me oddly, like, is that Aquaman? Like little kids and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes you feel good. But yeah, it's not bad. They're doing this whole Zack Snyder remake or release of the Justice League. Yes, hold on, baby. God. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry.
6.5 hours later.
All right, your time's up. It's been exactly 2 seconds.
Has it? 2 seconds exactly.
Well, since I started counting.
Okay, good. But yeah, I'm excited for the Zack Snyder release of the Justice League. It's supposed to be like long as shit and with a bunch of unreleased footage and whatnot to make that movie good. But, would you like them? Probably. You like lots of weird movies.
That's true. I like shitty movies.
You do. Continuing the quest of Frodo and the Fellowship to destroy the One Ring, Frodo and Sam discover they're being followed by the mysterious Gollum. Aragorn, the elf archer Legolas, and Gimli the dwarf encounter the besieged Rohan kingdom, whose once great king Theoden has fallen under Saruman's deadly spell. Directed by Peter Jackson, starring Elijah Wood, Sean Astin, Viggo Mortensen, and the great Christopher Lee. Talking about Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
This one won't be in the 90s, but damn, it was a great film.
It's the best of the trilogy, I think.
I think that the third movie had potential to be the best if they just would have ended it at the logical end point and took the gay scene out where they were all like humping on that bed at the end.
Frodo looks at Samwise with that real gay fucking look.
Clerks 2, love it.
But yeah, let's get in there.
Fuck, man, that's like an epic franchise. And I don't know if there's a great film. I don't know.
The Battle of Helm's Deep, man, that's what did it for me for this one.
So cool. It was so
like
fucking cool.
Yeah, it was real badass.
Certified fresh. 88%.
88?
Yeah, I think I'm being pretty safe on that.
Not bad. That is a very safe guess. It is actually certified fresh and at an astounding 95%. So people and critics loved this movie deeply. Oh man, I didn't get a fun fact for this one. I know there's some though, so give me a hot minute. John Rhys Davies, who plays Gimli, had lost the tip of his middle finger in a farm accident from when he was a kid, so special prosthetic fingertips were made from a cast of his right middle finger. During shooting, he decided to pull a prank on director Peter Jackson. He cut the tip off of the prosthetic finger and filled it with fake blood, then went up to Jackson and said, "Boss, I had an accident." During the filming.
Don't tell the elf.
Yeah. The battle at Helm's Deep was edited down from 20 hours of footage shot over a 4-month period with the
no shit 20 hours. I want to see all of it,
dude. I want to just play, dude. How legit would that be just to have that playing on loop on the TV in your kitchen, just the Helm's Deep battle for 20 hours? Oh god.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be fantastic. But yeah, it's a good guess on that one. Where are we? All right. Mrs. Voorhees is dead, and Camp Crystal Lake is shut down, but a camp next to the infamous place is stalked by an unknown assailant. Directed by Steve Miner, starring Betsy Palmer and Amy Steele, I'm talking about 1981's Friday the 13th Part 2.
This one was better than the first one?
Yeah. It was the introduction of Jason. A lot of people think Jason's just always been the villain, but in the first one, it was Jason's mom.
No, I get it, but
Voorhees.
There is a documentary on Prime, Amazon Prime, that you can watch that is it's like 4.5 hours long, and it goes over the making of every single Friday the 13th movie and the TV show.
Oh, I remember the TV show. The TV show was just an anthology series, wasn't it? Like, it didn't have anything to do with Jason.
Jason wasn't in it. That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
But it's fantastic. Yeah. It's really funny. I highly recommend everyone watch it. It's called The Return to Camp Crystal Lake. I can't believe I remember that. But I do. If this got better reviews than the first one, then it did really well. Handsome Shadow Fox says he owns it. What do you own? The documentary or the second Friday the 13th movie? Yeah, come right up here, Lovey. It's fine. Stick your ass on me. That's what Daddy likes. I'm gonna say fresh. 88%, I guess.
88? Okay. So now I feel kind of bad. Because when I say better than the original, I mean, maybe not critically so, but just...
this is an in your opinion thing?
No, this is just universally agreed as better than the original, not necessarily by score.
All right, that's fine.
So...
Go ahead.
It's not...
I mean,
So-
I'm still gonna ace out the rest of this game. It's fine.
Okay. I mean, there's only one movie after this. This is number 4.
What is this, like rotten at like 45?
No, it's rotten at 27.
Fuck me, dude. You just gave me 60 points?
61 points on this one. Yeah.
Fuck you.
You're still well under 100 though. So I mean, you got that going for you.
I don't play this game like you do. I'm actually good at it. And then you sway me with it's better than the original. Oh, I didn't mean critically. I just meant in my opinion.
No, I didn't mean just in my opinion. I think this as well, but I looked at several lists of movies that are better than the original, and this was on 5 out of the 6 lists that I pulled up. So,
I mean,
while maybe not critically better than the original, it was the introduction of a franchise character. But I digress. When the filmmakers asked Adrienne King to reprise her role as Alice, she said that she wanted to be on screen for a very short period of time because there was an obsessive fan who was stalking her actively, broke into her apartment, and she feared for her life, which ultimately led her to quit acting entirely. So yeah, that's all I had on that one. That's why she dies very promptly.
I think I should get the 20 points instead of the 61. I think I should get the 20 points instead of the 61.
The 20 points.
This is like, what is it? Actually 45, and you're like, actually, it's 20, whatever.
I can do that for you. I'll do that for you. Game Day Show, thank you for that follow. Very metal of you.
Still not pleased that it got 20 points on it.
It's okay.
It's very small.
He also said the part where Aragorn kicks the helmet and screams, Mortensen had broken his toe and adapted his pain into the role. I do remember that.
Oof. You know what's funny is like his career didn't do anything after that.
That's not true.
He did the movie like the one about like where he's in the desert, Sahara.
He also did the Road, which is really good.
That was a really good movie. Did he?
The History of Violence.
That's true too.
Yeah.
But like, as big as those 3 movies were, they were a long time ago, and he hasn't been in that many movies since then. Like, we can name 4, but that was like 20 years ago.
If I remember right, he does a lot of fucking like Broadway shit too.
Oh, that would check out then.
Not just film. But he has done a lot of shit. Oh, he did Green Book, which won Best Picture. Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
I didn't even know what that was.
Gone.
Green Book?
Yeah, I think that's the one where he has a... I don't know.
2 years ago, Best Picture was Parasite.
No, it wasn't.
That was a year ago.
Yeah.
I thought 2 years ago was Birdman.
Birdman?
Yeah, that movie with We Ate a Dolphin, Steve. What's his fucking name? Michael Keaton.
No, that one didn't win Best Picture.
No.
Oh wait, and it did win Best Picture, but that was forever ago. Okay, John says it was 2018, so 3 years.
I'm all over the map here then.
Yeah.
It may not have won, but it was definitely nominated.
Michael Keaton thought he was winning. I remember watching a video. Michael Keaton thought he was winning Best Actor for it, and when they announced Best Actor, you could see him put his speech go back away in his jacket. I was like, oh, that's fucking heartbreaking.
Michael Keaton.
Because Michael Keaton, did you know Michael Keaton's not his name?
What's his name?
Michael Douglas. But there was already a Michael Douglas actively acting.
Is Keaton his middle name?
I don't know. I think it's his mom's maiden name, if I remember.
Was his dad an asshole? Is that how he came up?
But yeah, fucking A. Game Days, you love this podcast so far. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. We put in all the man hours.
We love that you're watching it almost as much as you like the show. Subscribe to us on YouTube, Bloody and Sutty Show.
Yeah, the Bloody and Sutty Show on YouTube and all that other iTunes, Spotify.
Follow us on Spotify.
Keaton was a stand-up comedian before he was an actor. Also true.
Multiplicity is one of the funniest movies ever made and underrated.
I love it so much. I wish that could be me. I want to make copies of myself that do shit. Ready for your last film?
Yes.
Good. The Gremlins are back, and this time they've taken control of a New York City media mogul's high-tech skyscraper. Directed by Jack Dante.
Why?
Zach. Nope. Phoebe Cates.
You can
and
go
John
ahead and skip all that shit. Nobody knows any of these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about 1990s Gremlins 2, The New Batch.
I don't fucking know. I've never seen a Gremlins movie.
What? This is what I'm talking about, man. Like, why? Why have you not seen it? This is one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Because you're like, you have to watch all of Utopia. You have to watch all of The Boys. And I'm like, all right, that's like 100 hours. I'm sorry, and we all can't sit around and watch fucking like 90 Day Fiance.
This is a 30-year-old movie.
I've been busy.
Oh, shit, this is a 30-year-old movie.
Really is. 31 years.
Yeah, 31-year-old movie. Goddamn. This is the first time I ever heard the song New York, New York. Me too, man.
New York, New York, it's a hell of a town. New York, New York.
I watched this on VHS. I used to watch this on VHS and when it would come on TNT or TBS.
I'm really surprised that you didn't put Aliens on here. Oh, we already did it. That's
because we already did Aliens.
Not to say that Alien was a bad film.
No, but Aliens was just a different. It was a different.
I liked it better.
It was different. Alien was more of a slow burn, like
it was a horror movie.
Yeah, Aliens.
It's a combat movie.
Yes.
It's an action film. Alien 3 was a bad movie. The Alien 4 brought it back. A lot of fun again.
Did it though?
It was awkward. Yeah, I liked it.
When that poor little gets sucked out of the window.
You almost didn't you feel bad for it?
I did.
Because it showed emotion as it was dying.
Like, no, Mom, why'd you betray me? And it's like, oh, he just
Oh,
wanted to
bitch. Fuck, this movie's got to be bad. Rotten. 50%.
50? Okay.
Even 50. I'll make her easy for you.
Okay. You're wrong.
This game's fucking
fresh.
stupid.
It was fresh.
What is 61?
71%. So decently fresh. A couple fun things about this movie. The uplifting end of the world video scene was included by the filmmakers when they found out that one of the news networks actually had such a video prepared to run in case the end of the world actually took place. CNN has a video for this purpose in its archive, and its staff are instructed to hold the video for release until the end of the world is confirmed. So they have a fucking video to be like, hey, in case of end of world, break glass.
It's me on repeat just saying like, ooh, this sucks.
And Christopher Lee is actually in this movie as well. And when Sir Christopher Lee was cast in this movie, one of the first things that he did was apologize to director Joe Dante, who also directed The Howling from 1981, for appearing in Howling 2, Your Sister is a Werewolf. So I'm really sorry, man. I really fucked up here.
Your sister's a werewolf.
Mm-hmm. So, how many points did you get for Friday the 13th? I'll do you the solid.
Nah, give me the 61.
Are you sure?
Spirit of the game, keep it alive.
82. You kept it under 100. So 82, 89, 93 is your total there.
I'm proud of that score.
It was in Gremlins 2, actually. You're not wrong.
After you saw Gremlins, did you see Gremlins 2?
Yes, I love those.
How long after that movie did you try making like a bow and arrow out of a match
Immediately.
and a paper clip and a rubber band?
During the movie.
Yeah.
I was actively in there. John says, Sutty, my first VCR movie was Big Trouble in Little China. What was your first VHS movie?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie. That was mine.
Actually, no, mine was down the same path, but mine was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the FHE ones that you used to get from like Burger King.
Yeah,
you remember when Burger King used to give out
VHS tapes?
Yeah.
I got one of the X-Men too. Did you see those are on Disney Plus?
Yeah, sure did.
Look at this fucking cat back here. She's gonna knock something over that's expensive.
Oh yeah.
Wait for it.
John, you have those too? That's awesome. I love that. It's the FHE with the fucking lines that teach you how to print letters. I remember that shit. It was good. That's the Jeez, I'm sorry, I was right. Yeah, me too, man. Thanks for bringing it down there, John.
I'm cutting all this shit out.
Do it.
Well, this has been a non-stop thrill ride and happy show.
There it is.
Keep it posy.
Thanks for coming out. Fucking. But yeah, we appreciate you guys for being here. As always, it's a blast doing this stuff for you guys. If you liked what you saw, fucking maybe hit that bell icon or something. What does it the kids say on the videos?
Smash the shit.
Smash that bell. You know, if you like us, hit subscribe. We like.
Sorry. What?
John, thank you for that. Sire Rumpelstiltskins. I love you endlessly. Yeah, fucking hang out with us. Love us. Take us in. Yeah. We know you have lots of choices when it comes to things that you listen to, and the fact that you chose us means that you probably make poor life decisions. But we appreciate you.
You could have been doing so much more with your time. You just blew an hour of your life. Idiot.
But for the Bloody and Sutty show, I am SuttySmash. This is my hetero life mate,
Bloody the Alpha, and reminding you guys, keep it posy.
So high.